All right, let's dive right into this explainer. If you've been tracking the Microsoft 365 space, you know we're standing right on the edge of a massive shift in how work actually gets done. Today, we're going to completely demystify the sprawling ecosystem of Microsoft AI agents. We'll be breaking down the tools, the platforms, and crucially, the governance frameworks you need to turn AI's raw potential into safe, reliable enterprise action. Because as of May 2026, we are officially past the era of just casually chatting with AI. We're entering a frontier where autonomous agents actually execute tasks for us. We're talking about a transition from tools that just help you draft a quick email to independent digital workers that can process a contract, update databases, and trigger complex workflows entirely on their own. It's a real game changer. Here's our roadmap for today. First, the era of AI agents. Second, building your AI workforce. Third, extending across Microsoft 365. Fourth, security and data governance. And finally, the future of Copilot. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the era of AI agents. What's absolutely fascinating right now is how autonomous workflows are replacing static prompts. Take GPT-5.5 Instant, for example. The optimizations there deliver incredibly low latency responses for complex STEM tasks and image inputs. And we're seeing these highly specialized tools emerge, like the new legal agent in Word. Imagine an agent that doesn't just skim a contract, but actively handles the redlining and negotiation through structured workflows. Add Copilot Coworker into the mix, and these agents are now executing multi-step tasks, connecting work across Microsoft and third-party systems without you having to hold their hand. We are literally moving from intent directly to execution. Moving to Section 2, building your AI workforce. Let's look at how your team actually builds these tools. If you're wondering about the actual business value, and who isn't, a recent Forrester study showed a staggering 206% return on investment over 3 years for premium Power Apps, plus a massive 50% reduction in app development time. Think about the backlog your IT team is currently sitting on. You're essentially slashing that right in half. When you empower your workforce to build AI-driven solutions, the efficiency gains aren't just theoretical, they are measurable. We're seeing payback times often clocking in at under 6 months. And the beauty of this is that Microsoft provides a unified app model, whether you're a business user or a pro developer. If you're an analyst, you can use the low-code magic of Power Apps and Copilot Studio to just describe what you want in plain English. But if you're a professional developer, you can dive straight into the Microsoft 365 Agents Toolkit within Visual Studio to write custom code, wire up complex API plugins, and build out highly specialized architectures. Both paths funnel into the exact same secure, enterprise-grade deployment ecosystem. Plus, you absolutely don't have to start from scratch. Microsoft and the dev community maintain these fantastic GitHub repositories to kickstart your builds. You've got the Agent Library, which is essentially a marketplace for ready-to-use Copilot Studio templates. Then there's the Power Cat Kit, offering reusable patterns for advanced scenarios. And finally, the M365 Agents Toolkit repo, which is just packed with pro code samples. It's honestly an absolute goldmine and the perfect springboard for your internal dev teams. Let's move to Section 3, extending across Microsoft 365. Where do these agents actually live? Well, first, you can build an in-context experience. This lets a user directly @mention an agent without ever leaving their document or chat. Just imagine you're co-authoring a Word doc or deep in a Teams thread. You don't need to open a separate application to get help. You just pull the AI right into your existing flow of work. It reasons over the specific context of your conversation and gives you immediate, targeted assistance right there on the spot. On the flip side, we have the immersive experience. This uses what we call declarative agents, meaning the agent is custom designed and instructed for one specific role or data set. This creates a dedicated, focused chat interface. It's for when you need a deep, sustained, one-on-one collaboration with an AI counterpart, tailored completely to its unique scope. It's the full embedded Copilot app experience inside Microsoft 365. But you know, this brings up the question literally every IT admin is losing sleep over right now. What happens when these agents access confidential data? As these agents gain the power to search SharePoint and query external databases, the risk of data leakage, unauthorized access, or even malicious prompt injection skyrockets. Innovation can turn into a total nightmare without the right guardrails. Which brings us to the most critical part of the life cycle, Section 4, Security and Data Governance. The Cloud Adoption Framework makes this crystal clear, warning that untracked shadow AI is a massive security and cost risk. As the saying goes, every agent must be observable, governed, and secure.
You just can't govern what you don't know exists. If different departments are going rogue and spinning up custom agents without central IT oversight, you are flying completely blind. Every single agent needs a clear identity, an owner, and super strict boundaries on what it can and cannot do.
To keep things locked down, organizations have to adopt a rigorous, phased approach. First, you prepare the environment by setting up your landing zones and access controls. Second, you build using approved frameworks. Third, you deploy, but only after strict testing, including adversarial red teaming, where security experts intentionally try to break your AI to find the weak spots before it goes live. And finally, you monitor and govern continuously, keeping a close eye on costs, API calls, and behavioral drift.
For that governance to actually have teeth, you need a serious security gauntlet in place. We start by assigning every agent a unique Entra agent ID to enforce least privilege access, so an HR agent, for example, only sees what it actually needs to see. Next, Microsoft Defender for Cloud actively detects prompt manipulation and jailbreak attempts in real time. We also enforce physical and logical isolation to keep confidential data completely separated. And to top it off, Microsoft Purview Data Loss Prevention, or DLP policies, guarantee that an agent simply cannot leak sensitive stuff like credit card numbers or internal memos, no matter how clever the user's prompt is.
And to manage all of this, we now have Microsoft Agent 365. It's generally available and acts as your ultimate central control plane. This is your single pane of glass. It lets IT leaders see exactly what agents exist, who owns them, how many tokens they're consuming, and what tools they're accessing. You can easily block or allow specific AI tools and track comprehensive hero metrics. It completely turns the chaos of agent management into a streamlined, observable process. Now, when your agents need to talk to the outside world, enforcing standards like the Model Context Protocol, or MCP, is completely non-negotiable. MCP basically dictates exactly how an agent interacts with external tools and APIs. Think of it like a highly structured, explicitly approved secure tunnel. It ensures that when your AI reaches out to a third-party app to grab data or execute a workflow, it goes through this specific channel, entirely blocking any rogue, unauthorized actions.
Okay, let's wrap things up with Section 5, the future of Copilot.
We are rapidly moving toward a future equipped with Copilot tuning, which lets you fine-tune models directly on your specific corporate data. On top of that, generative actions will allow agents to dynamically chain plugins together on the fly to solve a user's problem, rather than relying on hard-coded rules. Throw in the Work IQ API, and we get agent-to-agent, or A2A, communication. That means a user-facing agent can securely delegate a subtask to a specialized back-end agent behind the scenes seamlessly. Plus, Federated Copilot Connectors will let these agents query live data from third-party systems without ever needing to duplicate or move the actual data.
So, as these agents evolve from simple little assistants to highly independent digital workers, the big question is your organization's infrastructure truly ready to manage an autonomous AI workforce? The tools to build these incredible, custom-tailored solutions are literally at your fingertips right now. But the real differentiator will be whoever manages them securely and effectively at scale. It's an exciting frontier. Keep learning, keep building, and just make sure your guardrails are as innovative as your agents.